We think we're a lot like Bad Bunny.
We know how that sounds, but hear us out. We're going to prove it. Last month, 128 million people watched the greatest and most eventful halftime show in Super Bowl history. A sugarcane field, a star-studded casita party, Puerto Rican community cornerstones brought to life on a football field.
A real proposal, a real wedding, hell, even a real Grammy. All of it felt completely effortless.
It was not effortless, and nothing that looks effortless ever is. That show has been living rent-free in our minds since the moment it happened.
Every single thing that made that performance extraordinary is something we've been building for this industry.
Stick with us, because by the time we're done, you're going to see this industry differently, and you're going to agree with the Bad Bunny thing.
Vamos.
Venga. The advertising industry has been performing on a generic stage for 20 years, stitching platforms together, cross-referencing tools that don't talk to each other, and paying for overlapping components.
That is not a technology problem. That's an architecture problem, and architecture has a solution. When this show started, it was like magic, perfectly composed, ready, authentic to the artist's intentions.
Instead of a generic stage with a been there, done that, set, bolted on, every single piece was purpose-built with every component or talking tuft of grass snapping together exactly when needed, with nothing wasted, nothing in the way. That is Infillion. Infillion built the industry's first fully composable media platform, comprising 190-plus best-of-breed components for more than 750 million in advanced technology. Demand, supply, creative, and data. Clients pay for only what they need and nothing that they don't. No black boxes, no waste.
Just like Bad Bunny's production team builds his dream casita, you, the artist, decide what happens on stage.
Bad Bunny and Ricky Martin performed entirely in Spanish. Didn't translate a word. Even the sign language interpreters were translating in Espanol.
People called it bold. It wasn't just bold. It was knowledge.
Bad Bunny knew exactly what he was doing, who was watching. Spanish is the second most widely spoken language in the US and the #1 language in the Western Hemisphere. The world's most streamed artist performed entirely in Spanish on the world's biggest English language stage. That is both innovative and impressively insightful.
Now, Infillion can help you and your clients be as clairvoyant as Bad Bunny with the acquisition of Catalina. And here's what that looks like.
40 years, 70 retail banners, 130 million households.
$600 billion in annual purchase data, verified, deterministic, at the SKU level. Not a model, not a lookalike, not a panel exploration. Real people, real stores, real transactions, every week. That kind of knowledge doesn't make you bold.
It makes you right. But this data has not been available to the open market for years. We're bringing it back exclusively through Infillion.
Now you're not guessing who might buy. You're finding people who have already purchased a product.
You're not measuring against a panel. You're measuring against receipts.
Actual receipts.
128 million people leaned into mambo and reggaeton because Bad Bunny and his friends knew exactly who we are, and what we wanted.
You do too now.
For some of us, the most surprising and heartwarming moment of the show wasn't the music, it was the wedding.
A real couple, a real ceremony, out of nowhere. An intimate affair with millions of us delighted to be in attendance. And Lady Gaga makes a hell of a wedding singer. It somehow felt completely spontaneous.
But of course, it isn't. It took months of planning. Everything was thought out, crafted, and rehearsed beforehand, all to create that magical ultimate moment of connection for the happy couple in each and every one of us.
Infillion has been busy sparking our own ultimate connection for the retail industry. Until now, retailers have had the data, CPG brands have had products and the budgets. They have been standing on opposite sides of the aisles for years. Infillion is what finally gets them to the altar.
For retailers, we build bespoke retail media networks for on-site, in-store, and off-site media with demand built in from launch. Not a technology shell, a functioning media business operational from day one. For CPG brands and agencies, we provide a buying platform they can control with the full funnel reporting they need and deterministic proof of purchase.
For CPG brands and agencies, no more walled gardens, no more proxy attribution, actual closed-loop measurement tied directly to omni-channel outcomes. Real as the beautiful wedding we all went to at the Super Bowl halftime show, powered by Catalina purchase data.
The campaign performs because the infrastructure is flawless.
Nobody in the audience spends a second thinking about what could go wrong.
Because somebody already did.
And that's how you pull off a wedding at halftime.
And that's how we give the whole industry something worth celebrating.
1 minute, you're twirling Lady... Oh. 1 minute, you're twirling Lady Gaga, and the next, you're doing a total commitment stage dive without a hint of hesitation. How does he do that?
We'll give you a clue. Notice what he's not doing here. Worrying about a thing, coordinating the transition, managing the production, making sure Jessica Alba is having fun at the casita, sussing out if the crowd is ready and willing and able to catch him for sure.
He's simply performing, playing at the top of his game, while everything he needs runs perfectly underneath him, sometimes literally.
That is the Infillion agent connector.
The first agent-native executive layer in this industry. An AI agent, your agency's, anything you've built or bought or are building right now connects once.
Full stack, immediately available. Campaign management, bidding, creative, optimization, supply access.
Operational in 9 seconds, no engineering, no setup calls.
It just works.
And your AI stays yours, agency built, brand built, Valen, Newton Research, Mint.ai, Hyperminds, whatever you built last quarter and whatever you're building next.
Same connector, same access, same 9 seconds.
By 2028, $100 billion in programmatic spend flows through AI agent. That infrastructure needs to exist right now.
Infillion built the stage.
Your agent is Bad Bunny.
And the stage is getting very, very large. What'd we tell you? Just like Bad Bunny?
Es verdad. The composable platform, the Catalina data, the infrastructure that connects retailers and CPG brands, the agent connector.
All of it, one platform, live now.
At the start of the halftime show, nobody knew what was coming.
By the end, it felt like it couldn't have happened any other way.
And that's what we built.
You bring the vision.
Infillion brings the stage, runs the show, and solves every problem before you even know you have one.
To your audience, it all seems effortless, and when they talk about it, there's one thing you'll hear people say repeatedly.
That it's the best.
Thank you very much.
Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Perú, Ecuador, Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, a my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí.
Hey, where are you from? Me? I'm from Canada. We say Canada now.